Yarrr, mateys, it be Moonbo here, and welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanic Creations. In today's episode of hold on here, guys. All right. In today's episode of Tile Tuesdays, we are here in the Pirates Cove. That is right, guys. I have always wanted to make something like this in Scrap Mechanic, so here we are inside the Pirate Cove. Now, this is going to be a very special Tile Tuesday because I want to get some feedback from you guys. We're going to be checking out a time-lapse of this build, and then we are going to do a nice tour of the entire Pirate Cove, and I have some really cool stuff to show you guys with regards to changing and editing tiles while you build in them. It is so amazing, and it really does help get some details in these worlds. So I want to get some feedback from you guys down in the comments as to what you might want to see in this build. So as we look at it, you guys can get an idea of where it's going to be going. So let's quickly take a look at the time lapse, and then we'll take a nice tour of this thing and think of some awesome ideas. Alright, so here we are inside of the Pirate Cove. Now, this is a pretty involved world, so as we progress through checking it out, we will be talking about each individual mod and how I am using them. So as you can see though, this place, it just looks so fantastic. Like, I just get this really great pirate feel while I'm here. Now, I'm going to mention, of course, that it is a work in progress, and we are going to be talking about some ideas. So, let's just kind of talk about the actual tile building process. I just noticed now that there's a huge gap here, but that is okay. So the tile actually turned out really good. I'm using a very special mod that has a new tile asset, which is these logs here. They don't have any branches that stick off of them, so they are perfect for this setup here. And we have the stones there painted brown, so I gotta say, when you look at the actual dock, it looks absolutely fantastic. We have an awesome, very awesome pirate mod that has ropes and all sorts of barrels and, like, just very piratey dock-themed stuff. So, guys, there's going to be links in the description to all of these awesome things, so you guys can get your own pirate worlds on the go as well. But we're going to be starting off really quickly checking out this pirate ship. Now, this thing was made by Azzy, and I gotta say, it's absolutely fantastic. Alright, so let's check it out here. So I will mention that it is welded to the ground, so we can actually bring this up, and look at this, we can put our lift on here, so you can actually build on this if you wanted to, but this thing is just really cool. Look at this, we have our main captain quarters here, with his treasure chest, of course, and all sorts of goodies inside. Alright, let's shut that treasure chest, there we go, and we're gonna head back out, and let's see, is there like a brig on this thing or something like that? There's gotta be somewhere you can stow away the prisoners, right? Like, what's this? Alright, this is the thruster compartment. This thing does actually hover, I guess, but like I mentioned, I did weld it. Alright, we got sleeping quarters here. And what's up front? There's gotta be... Is there no prison on here? There's no brig? Alright, so there might not be a brig, but we do have cannons. Look at these. These things look absolutely fantastic. They even have the, what are these? Are these plungers? Is that what they're called? The things to load the muzzles there, that's absolutely fantastic. And look at this, nice sails as well. So this thing is entirely vanilla, if I recall correctly, actually. The whole thing is vanilla. Looks absolutely fantastic, so very good job on that. And it just adds to this pirate world, doesn't it? Alright, so now let's talk dock. We have, obviously, the pirate mod here. We can bring it up in our inventory. There are so many really cool things that you can use and customize your pirate world. Like, I'm really impressed. This is probably, like, I would possibly say this is, like, one of my favorite mods in the game at the moment. I just checked it out. I saw it not too long ago on the workshop, and I was like, I am going to be checking this thing out really soon. This is just... it's probably one of the best mods, like I mentioned. It's just so customized, and you have the ropes that kind of create the railings here and stuff. So kudos to this absolutely amazing mod. Another thing that I'm going to mention quickly, I mean, you can see over there we got palm trees and stuff. It looks absolutely fantastic. We got some over there as well, but it also includes these vines. So these are our vines that are part of the tropical mod, and just look at how perfect they accent these builds here. You can see there's grass hanging off of them and stuff. So there is no detail in these buildings whatsoever, though. I mean, okay, I was quickly kind of throwing a bar together, but I wanted to get feedback from you guys down in the comments. What kind of pirate buildings would we have down here? I'm going to be showing you a very, very special thing that we can do in the tile editor, because these docks aren't set in stone. I can add more docks, we can move them around, and these buildings that I've laid down as a foundation, they will stay there as we change it. So I'll explain that a little bit more later. Wow, okay, I gotta fix some holes in here. You can see straight down into the water. But one thing I did do was I did purposefully leave some cracks in between some of these, because every now and then I thought it'd be like, you know what? Every now and then you can see right through it down to the water. So that's pretty much all we've got down here. This dock leads all the way to a really massive staircase. So, like I mentioned, this is still a work in progress. I'm thinking I do want to add more to the tile. Alright, so here we are. We are now on the top of, like, a plateau. This is, like, pretty much like a little tiny island, but, like, just look at the view from up here. It looks so good. I'm thinking I might even add a second dock right here. You know what? We can probably just hop into the tile editor in a moment and add a second dock, so that way we can have another ship loaded in. Alright, so this is just a massive building, so if we walk inside, you can see the combination of actual scrap mechanic parts with the tiles. I'm really starting to enjoy that. I'm trying my best to get to the next level of scrap mechanic tile building, and I think this is slowly getting there, especially once I show you a very special thing that we can do. So I'm thinking, though, somewhere here, you know, this is gonna be some type of large building. I'm sure you guys will give me all sorts of great suggestions down in the comments. We'll be able to probably get a really, really good Pirate Cove on the go, and I think I'm really quick at using the tile editor now, and I'll show you guys, obviously, like I mentioned before, that is going to be something that I'll be able to do, which is add more tile parts. Alright, so there we go, look at that. We have ourselves a really nice window up here. So I'm thinking this probably will end up being some type of hotel, you know, like a pirate inn. I'm not too sure. I'm sure you guys might come up with something a little bit better than me. So let's just kind of wander down here. This is the other side of the island, so we can actually see what it looks like from down here. A little bland at the moment. I'm probably going to add more docks here at some point as well. And just kind of really fill the entire area in with, like, piratey buildings and stuff like that. It's going to look so good. Obviously, we got some very treacherous rocks here. You don't want to smash into those. I might have to put, like, a sunken ship over there or something. But so as I was speaking, I have a very special thing that I can do. So this is going to be a little bit of a tutorial to show you guys how you can change the tile while you're still building in it. So this is what we have right now. So I noticed on the outside of the building, you know, I can't really see it. Maybe if we just do this. There we go. On the outside of the building here, you can see it doesn't really line up very well with the top of the wood and the stone pillars that were painted brown. So let's close out of this, go into the tile editor, make a couple changes, and I'll show you what it does. Okay, so here we are in the tile editor. This is what we've got so far on the Pirate Cove tile. So one thing I noticed while I was building was, I guess I was missing some of these beams here, and I can probably, if I were to make this like 3 stories, then I could do that as well, but I think I might leave something like this just to a 2-story height. So as you can see, I just held down the shift key and moved this pillar up, this asset right here. And so I am just going to simply move these around a little bit like this. So all we got to do, guys, is just drag it around a little bit, fill in that center point there. And what I'm going to do is we'll just select all 3 of those assets like so, and drag it across to the other side just like that. So now we have a little bit more of a framing of this building. So I'm going to take it off of snap to grid just so we can get a little bit more customized movements on this, just like that. And that looks pretty good like that. So all we need to do now is grab this one again and copy it. And I really like it, guys. All you got to do is line up your pivot points. Like, always remember that when you're working in the tile editor, get your pivot points on the actual spot that you would like to move your thing. That way you can just snap to grid, and I find snapping to grid is probably going to be your best friend in the tile editor. Alright, so this one, I've just changed the scaling a little bit, made it a bit bigger, and added that up top, and then we just copy and paste it and slide it on right over here like this. So I'm seeing we're kind of misaligned a little bit right here, so I might even actually go as far as to slide that pillar out a little bit, and that way we are all lined up like so. And actually, maybe, no, that looks pretty good actually. So there we go. So that is just a few things that I've added. I can show you guys actually, if I wanted to add some docks here, now that the boat is in place, I was very hesitant on making a lot of docks around here, simply because the boat might really get in the way. But now that it's welded in place and I know kind of where it is, it'll give me a bit of an idea of how we can progress on this. So let's just kind of select this entire little section here. Now this is why I love the tile editor. Now we can just copy and paste this entire dock. Alright, I did actually miss one of them right there, but you know what? I'm just going to carry on like that, and we might be able to just add one after. Alright, so the ship is somewhere right here. We've got our little dude here, so maybe somewhere around there. So if we just kind of back this up over this way and get it up and over the edge there, maybe somewhere around here, we'll be able to easily just copy and paste it like so, and bring it right into the mountainside maybe. Actually, you know what? I don't want it to do that. If we are into the mountainside, that just doesn't make sense. Who builds a dock like that? So maybe what we're gonna have to do is just bring it off to the side a little bit like this. And maybe I'll have to make some stairs to go up here. And you know what? It's the tile editor, guys. It's so easy to do this stuff. Let's just grab a section of stairs like so. And there we go. And we'll hit the Q and shift drag it all to this side here. And there we go. We should be able to very easily add a staircase now. I'm hoping these stairs aren't too steep. If they are, we'll be able to make some adjustments. Alright, there's another one of those huge gaps. You know what? That's not too bad, though. Alright, so we'll just line that up like that. And there we go, guys. Now all we have to do is copy and paste it a couple more times like this. And hope you don't misclick those little arrows, because one little misclick and then you have to reselect everything. And I gotta say, that is probably one of the things I dislike the most about the tile editor. Alright, forgot to drag it there. Alright, perfect. And there we go. Look at that. I think we are just about at the height that we want. Maybe right about there. And actually, you know what? I should probably be able to just grab a dock section right here, and we can just kind of carry on through. Just slide it right over here like this. And you know what? I just realized it really doesn't have to be the exact height. We can very easily adjust these very finely. So let's just raise that up. Maybe we'll just bring it right in like so. And there we go. How can we do this now? Maybe if I slide this way. This is crazy, and I can't believe this is Scrap Mechanic. Alright, slide it that way. Slide it this way. And I think we might be able to just go like this. And then right... Oh no, okay, maybe this might not work. You know what, actually, that kind of does work when they're just overlapping. It doesn't really matter. This is just like a small section of wood there. So we can probably put something here. There might be some trees that are going to cut through that, but we'll be able to fix that. So that's some pretty quick changes, obviously. But now this is the magic here, guys. All you got to do is go in here, hit the save button, and then exit out of the tile editor and load it right back into your Pirates world like this. And magically now we will have all sorts of additions. Oh, and we're also gonna get thrown into the back of the shop here. Oh no. Alright, whoa, okay, this is very unexpected. This is not how I expected to load into the world. Alright, so here we are, we're back into the tile editor, or from the tile editor, and this is what we have now. So let's just kind of hop up here and run up these massive stairs, take the little shortcut here. Alright, so look at this. Now you can see we actually have those pillars wrapping around the entire thing. So, it's kind of like the next level, like I was mentioning before, as far as like, now I can come in here, I can put some build stuff down, go back into the tile editor, make fine adjustments and movements so that everything fits in together. Now look at this. Alright, I might have made that a little too high, but you know what? This is Pirate World. We can do whatever we gotta do. A pirate does what they do. So look at that. Now we have a special wooden staircase there, and we can just kind of ragtag it all together. Alright, so I did forget to move the side thing here. I'm not gonna put the piece of wood there. But we can very easily work with our special pirate mod. All you gotta do, guys, is scroll on down and find the ideal rope like that. And this is pretty much what I do for it, is I'll just kind of grab some stuff like this and connect it all together. And I was very concerned about certain things like gaps like this, but I realized it still looks really natural even if you just cut it off like that. So that is pretty much going to be the episode today, guys, of Tile Tuesdays. It is... Whoop, I'm going into the boat right now. It's going to be a lot of fun. I want to get your guys' feedback, like I mentioned, down in the comments. Leave some suggestions for what these buildings might be. I can probably add some stuff over there a little bit. What do we need in a Pirates Bay or a Pirates Cove? Let me know down in the comments, guys. So that is, of course, another episode of Tile Tuesdays. Make sure you go to the channel and check out any of the Tile episodes that you might have missed there. All sorts of fun, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys in the next one here. So if you guys are enjoying Tile Tile Tuesdays, or if you enjoyed this video and build, then let me know by hitting that like button. And if you want to see more scrap mechanic coming from me, then make sure you subscribe to the channel, maybe even hit the bell and turn on notifications so you can get the latest alerts coming from me. So thank you so much everybody for tuning in, and I will be seeing you in the next one. So bye for now.